Hey friends, Andrew here. It is Monday the 13th. It is the day after Easter, and this is my quarantine vlog. Well, I hope you guys have been making the best use of your time. I am trying to do my best with that. It has been almost 3 weeks, right? Three weeks since we have had the executive stay-at-home order. And actually, prior to that, as a church, we have been closing things down and canceling events maybe the week or two prior to that. So, just like you, my world has been very different. It's been very different. So, what have you been doing with your time? What have you been up to? I know some people are still working, our essential workers. Shout out to our people who are working within our church. I know we still have medical workers. We have first responders, and we still have other people who are working in the food industry. Man, shout out to you guys for continuing to work. Also, shout out to the people who are working in retail. But then there are a lot of people who are working at home. I know one person that's working at home. It's Vinny, who lives about 3 walls away. People are working from home. I'm working from home. I've actually been in this room. This is my bedroom. I don't know if I've ever told you that. I don't know why I would tell you that, but this is my room. Have you ever wondered, like, where does Andrew sleep at night? That's where I sleep. There's a story behind this room. Maybe someday I will share that, because you might be wondering, hey, Andrew's like a 30-year-old man. Why does he sleep in such a childlike room? Well, number one, I'm a man-child, but number two, like I said, there's a larger story, and I'll tell you later. So, what have I been up to for the last couple of weeks? Well, for those of you who attend here at Valley, you know that we've been doing services, so we've been working on the tech to do that. I'm less and less involved with that as time goes on, so shout out to our volunteers who are putting that together. A lot of my time actually has been being put towards putting together videos like this. I put together the Gospel Project videos that have gone up on our new family ministry YouTube channel. I put together some kids videos, and actually I just got this idea. I just was going through my bookshelf, and I want to do some videos based on this. I think it'd be fun to just put some content together with the kids, for the kids. I said with the kids, but that's not going to work. We are quarantined away. I'm staying home to save lives. Right? Stay home to save lives is what they're saying. But anyway, I wanted to put together some content for that. But beyond that, man, what have I been doing? Mowed the yard. Put together some furniture. Actually, there's a lot of new furniture in this room that I've put together because I just finally had the time to do that and the gumption. What else have I done? I've gotten back into video games in the evenings. There's just, there aren't any meetings in the evenings anymore. So now I'm meeting with people online. Man, how many of you are in the double digits of Zoom meetings every week? That's what it feels like for me. I used to like Zoom meetings. I still appreciate Zoom meetings, but I miss people. I miss you. Oh man, I miss you. Oh man, yeah. Beyond that, like I said, I think I'm playing video games again. It's been a long time since I've been really into video games, but that's creeping out of me. But also, I've been taking the time to work on just the future. I'm excited. I know we're in a flux for us as a church about missional activities. I've been working out a lot and been focusing more on just studying fitness. My brother is actually doing some stuff too. I'm not hoping, I will. I feel led to eventually start a ministry based around health and fitness through the church, but we'll talk about that as time goes on. But man, I miss you guys. I miss everyone. I just miss seeing people. I'm tired of seeing Vinny all the time. Yeah, but one thing I wanted to talk about was, I don't know, I want to talk about how meaningful Easter was for me, especially in the context of Corona. Easter, I mean, there are a lot of words we could use to describe Easter, but if I were to boil it down, besides the chocolate and the pageantry and the craziness and the rigmarole that churches go through every year to connect with people, Easter is a celebration of the empty tomb, right? Of Christ coming back and defeating death. That by grace, we can enter into a right relationship with God. Man, I am thankful for the grace of God. In situations that we current, in tough situations, kind of much like what we're facing right now as a world. Like, it's not even just as a city, a county, a state, a nation, but it's the world. We're facing something as the world. And regardless as to how you feel about the actions taken, people are being tested. We're being tried. We're being pushed out of our comfort zones. And when we're pushed out of our comfort zones, oftentimes, almost every time, there's a lot of our character is revealed. And oftentimes, and many times actually, people don't like coming face to face with the ugliness of their own lives, the ugliness of their own character. And the situation with the coronavirus, this is no exception to that. I see it in myself. I see it in my friends and my family. I see it in people within my church. I see it within people within my city. I think we're all getting pushed a little bit harder, and there are aspects of our character that are being revealed. And for me, I'm seeing things that that make me thankful for the grace of God. Right? Because oftentimes people want to entertain themselves. We want to escape because we are too tired, or we just don't want to be left alone with our thoughts. And one of the reasons why we don't want to be left alone with our thoughts is because we don't want to come face to face with our own brokenness. In all this Corona stuff, especially with so much downtime, I just jumped into high gear and have just tried to stay busy the whole time. And one of the things that has been revealed to me is that I don't make my own quiet time, my time with God, a priority. And it's weird saying that, right? Because I am a pastor, I'm a minister, I'm the associate pastor here at Valley. And I don't know, I've never felt like our church expects me to be holier than thou. I know there are other churches that would place that on their ministers, depending on where they're at, I guess. But there is a weight of responsibility, and even for me, I struggle at times to make sure that I'm still making sure that my relationship. I struggle to make my relationship with God not even a priority, but the priority. I saw how easy it was to jump in and start doing things for God instead of slowing down and allowing myself to just walk with God. I share this because I was encouraged by Easter to remember that God knows that we are broken, and by grace, by His Son, by Jesus, we are forgiven, that He welcomes us, with loving arms. And so maybe you're like me, right? Maybe you're just some person who you're just tired, and it's really hard to keep pursuing God, even though we call ourselves Christians and things. I want to encourage you to remember that God is constantly calling us closer to Him, that He loves you, and that our relationship with Him is honestly the most important thing. But I also want to remind you that that's not a guilt trip, right? Because we're all broken. And so as we come off the weekend of Easter and we celebrate Christ, so we celebrate Christ dying on the cross for our sins, for our brokenness, we have the grace given to us to be able to step into that relationship. So wherever you are right now, I would encourage you just to continue to pursue God, to make Him number one in life, and just to rest in that. You know, maybe take an audit of the things that you've been doing the last couple of weeks. You know, we've been given time, and take an audit of just what are you doing with that time. You know, and let's together continue to pursue God. All right, I think I'm going to keep doing vlogs. I don't know. This might be fun. Tell me, so what have you been up to in your quarantine time? All right, I'll talk to you later.